everyone. Welcome back to our Vampire the Masquerade, The Price of Power. I am your storyteller and arbiter of justice, I suppose. And I am wonderful. I don't want to say old. I am happy to have these wonderful people with me today. And hopefully we can tell a vampire story where vampires don't get killed by something tonight. But to begin with, let's let these wonderful people introduce themselves. And we will start with Sir Monolith.
Hi, I'm at Sir Monolith on the Twitter, and I'm looking forward to see what way we wind up escaping certain death tonight by just, being our normal selves.
Wise words. Dichromaniac, it's your turn.
Yeah, hi, I'm Di. You can find me at Dichromaniac on all stable and unstable Tumblr internet platforms that exist. And yeah, I'm playing Tansy, and she has gone from pop princess to emo kid, but is still the same old Tansy, just with a different rapper.
Okay, sure. All right, your turn.
Hi, Mari. If you were here last night, I was playing Layla. Tonight, I am playing Vegas, who is just deeply concerned about what all this coterie has gotten up to. It's going to be a time. But you can find me at the unstable social media app of Twitter at Small Shadow Snack, and then I am over on Hive at Aurelia Crane. I do have a Tumblr, but I barely ever use it, so why bother?
All right, last but certainly not least, Earthringer.
It's all good, Ree. I know you made me last on purpose so I can't have nice things. What's up, y'all? You already know it's Earthringer. Y'all know where to find me. I'm all over Twitch. I'm all over YouTube. I'm on several different pages on YouTube now. Good grief. I ain't going through that right now because we're getting started. And Walt Reggie in the building. Let's do it.
All right, and with that, I will remind everyone that Vampire the Masquerade can be a dark universe, and as a result, bad things can and most likely will happen. So please do what you need to do in order to take care of yourself. If you need to step away, mute, or what have you, please do so. And I have spoken with all of our wonderful people here, and they have gone over many things about what makes them comfortable and uncomfortable, and we've taken care of that. So please, your comfort is our number one priority. That being said, it is time for our vampires to once again take to the streets. As the life of Cleveland begins to die down, our coterie begins to awaken. Can I have each of you make a rouse check as the vitae begins to flow through your veins?
And is that a success? It is. Nice.
Gotta have a success sometime, right?
Oh, no. Die, no.
But that,
You know it. It's a 2. You know it.
Oh no.
Come, we got to get you some corpses.
yeah.
Not like this.
Is there anyone at
Don't worry, I'm a
hunger
little
4 or higher now?
No, I'm up to 2 though.
Same.
Okay.
Well, Walt's always going to be a little hungry
Okay.
because vegetarian. Yeah.
Why?
All right.
Why did it say it only rolled 1 dice for my hunger dice? It said dice rolled 1.
Why does it say I'm at hunger
A
3?
rouse check.
I don't feel like
Oh
I
yeah, that's right. Because I'm
failed
dumb.
that much hunger last time.
Yeah.
I mean, I
some
wasn't
reason.
keeping track of your hunger, so I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Already forgotten how to play the game.
All right. Well, now that you all have awakened, in our last session, you all were tasked with one of 3 goals, and you did successfully obtain the object, the Egyptian burial urn, for your benefactor. There was a bit of a hiccup when local law enforcement came across what you were doing, but that was handled decisively thanks to Tansy and her connections.
so I don't get no credit. Okay, I see how it is.
The next night, you all are expecting to receive instructions on the second task you must complete. So as you all are sitting around your new haven, What would you like to do?
Gotta go get something to eat.
Yeah, I was about to say, first off, we're going to get something to eat.
Absolutely.
Can't just throw us right into the thick of it, talking about our hunger die, and then at the same time be like, and you're gonna go on another adventure. No, dog. We're getting food.
All right, how would you like that?
Walt's going in them sewers because he's still got away on his rabbits.
Gonna hunt in our territory.
Yep, you better believe it.
Yep, me too.
Okay.
Same.
I'm a hungry hippo.
Okay. All right. So give me the hunting roll associated with your hunting type, and we'll see how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's my wits and animal kin? Let me see.
6 with a messy crit.
Composure and animal kin. Okay.
Wonderful.
What the heck? Oh, it didn't. Well, it didn't roll. It has a set DC, so you can't change the DC. I guess you could put mine.
And then I get my specialty, so that's 5 die. Okay.
Yeah, because it would say if hunting in your own domain is supposed to affect the difficulty, but you can't change the difficulty on the actual predator roll, then how's that supposed to work?
Do we get to add
Yes.
our modifiers from our Haven?
Well, I guess you could just look at what you
No,
roll. I'm just
you
talking
don't
about
have
the automatic
modifiers.
roll thing.
Okay.
Wait, are we doing it?
You
I
just
thought we
did-
were doing it in the Haven area.
Yeah.
No, then you just need 3 successes or more to succeed on your hunt.
All right.
Well, that would, but you said the thing reduced the difficulty of hunting rolls in our area, right?
Yes,
So
if you're
from
normally
6
you
to
need
3.
6 successes, you need
normally
3
do 6
successes.
total successes. Now you only need 3.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it reduced the difficulty.
I get to add my specialty and the hope for the best.
In 5th edition, difficulty refers to the number of successes you need, not the number on the dice.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it looks like both
Why did it
Nosh.
only roll? It said it only rolled 3 dice for me again, and my wits plus stealth is 5.
It rolled 5 dice for you. It separated them into normal dice and hunger dice. So you got 4 successes, but you actually got 6 successes with a messy crit.
Oh,
Then we've got 2.
I don't know how
So,
to read. That's hard too.
Walt Reshi, you only have 2 successes. So you attempt to find some animals, and you manage to find a rat or 2, but it isn't enough to satisfy your hunger. Unfortunately, you have failed.
Can I do it again?
In a moment. For Vegas, tell me how you went about your hunt tonight, Vegas.
Well, Vegas is a lurker in the crowd.
Me too.
So what did Vegas do for their hunt? Where did they go?
Anywhere near the haven in the territory that had at least a decent part of a crowd and just snuck up on somebody.
All right, so you are going to have a messy crit, which means you are going to reveal your nature to someone tonight. But I'm going to let you decide what that looks like. So how does Vegas fail his hunt?
Probably lets the person see his face, but he's got the obscure merit, so it's not like they're gonna remember it for long.
Noted. All right. So while Vegas is commencing with their hunt and their difficulties, Anosh, how does your messy critical happen?
Vegas sounds like a copy of Anash. I mean, again, also almost the exact same things. Crowd, face is not remembered very well by most that see them. Yeah, I mean, probably are there any like busy areas around us? Because that's usually where he would hunt. He would hunt within crowds or crowded areas.
There are residential areas around that you could find, kind of central hubs for activity. It's the weekend, so there are also just kind of groups of people going about their lives, um, going about nightlife and things like that. So you could find some people.
Okay. Probably, I'd say he probably wound up crashing a house party or something for some college kids, and and got and maybe the person that he was draining um, got a better look at him than he intended when he was kind of like coming in to get them. He thought he was trying to catch him off guard, but he slipped a little bit. Didn't work quite as unless you want them to just be dead and splattered all over the wall. But I only really need to take 1 point, so I don't really want to go down to 0.
You can take a single point of hunger and satisfy it. What about you, Vegas? How much hunger are you satisfying tonight?
2.
Okay. All right. Can I have both of you roll me a d10, please?
Oh boy.
Hell yeah! Here comes the Inquisition.
5.
I got a 2.
As you all spend the beginning parts of the evening hunting, there are two simultaneous events, rumors that begin to spread throughout the neighborhood of monsters and hunting in the night. No one's quite sure if it's true. No one's quite sure if it's not just a bunch of kids playing games. But there are rumors. After about an hour, the two of you rejoin your other two companions, Walt, after a failed attempt at hunting. Tansy, were you hunting as well?
I am, yes. And I rolled 4 successes to feed off the dead. I did the medicine resolve. So I, scurried out to my favorite local morgue and broke through my favorite little window and uh, found something, not too fresh, but relatively fresh.
Okay. You are able to get in and out unnoticed. A well executed hunt. Do you have the, what is it, the stomach merit, the iron, what is it, iron skillet, or?
I don't, but I didn't know if I don't actually. Why did I not? I don't know why I didn't take that.
Or your grave robber?
Yeah, grave robber's my predator type. I didn't think I needed that as a grave robber.
You should have got it with its merit, as a merit of it.
Yes, it's iron gullet under Chronicles. It should be under your backgrounds.
There we go. Oh yeah, there it is. It's the first one I have. Yeah, I've got 3 points in that. Yep.
All right, you are able to take 2 points of hunger from the corpse. That is all.
Nope, that's enough to make me happy. All right.
All right. Now that the four of you have come back together, you all are recovering from your hunt, some more happy than others. But before you all can decide what to do next, there is a knock at your door.
Once again, Tansy leaps behind the couch, waiting to see who's at the other side of the door.
Walt's gonna sigh and get up and open the door. He's too disappointed in himself.
You open the door, you see the familiar visage of Ishtar. This time she's wearing a traditional pantsuit, kind of a darker gray color. You can see that she does have a belt on that seems to have a number of pouches, though you aren't quite sure what's inside them. But she looks at you all and steps into the haven. Good evening.
Evening.
Hello again.
Hello.
I am
Walter
here
closed the door,
to
of course.
I am here to give you your next set of instructions. A woman has been a bit of a problem, a former ghoul to be exact, Her name is Angela Batsowski. We need her to be dealt with before she becomes a threat to the masquerade. Currently, we believe she is living somewhere in downtown at an apartment complex called Evening Sun.
That
It is
Bursowski?
Yes,
Okay.
Batsowski. Yes, I'll put it in the chat room.
Okay.
It is paramount that this is taken care of effectively and quietly. She is familiar with the way things work and should have taken proper safeguards to keeping herself immune to our attempts. And we cannot afford for this to be an issue with the masquerade. Are there any questions?
Can she fight?
Perhaps.
I mean, if you know so much about her, I thought you would kind of know, like, she could do some kung fu or, swing a sword like Samson over there. Like,
I have never met her myself.
you know anybody that has?
No, I do not.
Walt looks concerned.
You say former ghoul. So who was like who was in charge of her?
Well, I understand it was a toreador who is no longer with us. I do not know why, nor is it my place to ask.
Well, just know what we're dealing with.
And we all
I'm
want this to
afraid
be a
I cannot
success.
tell you more. I cannot tell you more than that. Her dominator was a toreador of some age, from what I've heard. But I cannot tell you what gifts she may have or what security she may use.
You know the layout of this apartment complex?
I know
Like,
it is
floor
a.
plan, address?
I know it is upscale. I know it
Oh,
is has at
yeah.
least some technological security systems in place, but I was not told much more than that. This is meant to be a test for you all, so I am under the impression you are to have as little information as possible before you begin.
Oh, well, Tansy is excellent with technology.
I have already started pulling up. I'm trying to find her on Facebook, Twitter, trying to find out any social media information that I can about her. And I've probably also sent a quick text to Gabriella and said, "Hey, have you heard of this person?" Like, once I
Roll
found her on
me.
Facebook, I probably sent a photo of her if I was able to
Roll,
find her.
roll me an intelligence and technology roll.
All right, let's do this.
Question, ma'am. How
Yes.
long has her domator been?
About a decade.
What that even mean?
Assuming if he's been dead that long and she hasn't found a new one, she may be
You
missing some of the
see,
fun stuff.
you see the problem?
Yeah, I see the problem.
So you mean they, like, need it when they like that?
Yeah, she shouldn't be alive if it's been that long.
I mean, if it all depends on like how long she's been a ghoul.
Fair
Walt
enough.
scratches at his hair, his oily hair. He has not showered.
Thinky.
I only got one success on that intelligence.
You find her social media profiles. Most of them you find are blocked and privated. Not blocked. So you're unable to find out too much. You do find that she hasn't posted any pictures of herself in probably 2 years. You can see that there are some pictures where she's tagged in them, but anyone that would kind of show her, they seem to be taken from an angle where you can't really see her, the front of her. You kind of get like a side profile, which makes it a bit hard to tell what she looks like. I would say with Tansy's experience, you recognize it as something that a number of kindred will do to make sure that it's hard to track a age over time through pictures, to make it hard to figure out just how old they are. So you get the impression that she is at least competent at hiding some of the effects that she would gain from the Vitae.
All right. Am I able to get like a basic physical description of her, like what color hair to expect, relative height, weight, any of that information?
Yes, you get the. She is generally a brunette, about average build, darker skinned, well, approaching more tan than dark skinned, you think. Usually her hair is about shoulder length, from what you can tell, and it's straight. You figure she may be Hispanic, perhaps. You aren't too sure, but that's about generally what you find out.
Okay, guys. So I know it's not great, but this is sort of generally what she looks like, at least according to other people that think they know her. I'm gonna show the picture around, text it to everybody. Although probably not Anush, since Anush, you don't have a phone with, you don't have a smartphone, do you?
I mean, I I believe I have a phone. I'm not, because I'm not a well Sombra, right? So I don't
Yeah.
have to worry about just melting all the technology immediately. Uh, so he probably would have had a phone of sorts, although he may not have something that's too complicated. Something simple
Hmm.
that he can throw away if he needs to.
You know Walt don't.
Maybe
Whoa.
one of those old Motorola flip phones, so you can use it as a weapon too.
Hey, indestructible.
Walt's too paranoid, especially after the last couple situations. He's too paranoid. He's gonna think he's being tracked, and he's got warrants. But he'd attempt to peek over Tansy's shoulder, and
Oh
then
yeah, I'm showing it to you. Like, all right, this is who we're looking for. She looks sort of like this.
our boy smells like sewer. I'm just saying. So, yeah. Like, oh, okay, you see that, Precious? Make sure you memorize that face. That's the face of somebody that could kill us.
I let Precious sniff the phone.
Yo, what's Precious thinking right now, Rick?
Nothing.
You are a hater. You are a whole hater. They have a bond and you know it. You can understand it's familiar. Wow. Okay, the disrespect. Walt is going to try and make an appeal to Ishtar. Since we completed the first task, I request a boon.
No.
Wow. I don't even get to roll. You are such a...
Well, were you trying to intimidate them? Like, what are you trying to do? You're just asking a question. You're getting an
requested a
answer.
boon.
They're like, can I have this? And they're like, no.
I mean, like, please?
No. Your task is a result of your actions. No boons are owed to you for this.
I didn't say you owed me. That's why I requested one.
You do not request a boon.
Yes, you do.
No, you do not.
I guess someone ain't been to college in a long time.
I have
My boy's
delivered the
upset.
message as it has been entrusted to me. I will leave the four of you to determine how to best approach this situation. And Ishtar turns and leaves.
Walt's gonna check on his rabbit cage.
seem to be doing fine.
Have we had any new births yet?
No.
So I still have the same 3 rabbits, Doug.
Sure, I don't know the birth rate of rabbits.
They breed super fast. That's why I picked rabbits. They breed stupid fast.
True.
Notoriously so.
Yeah, that's why they say fuck like rabbits.
I will look into it later.
Not as fast as chickens though. Maybe you should got some chicken dinner, Walt.
Yo, chickens are way messier.
I mean, yeah, but they lay about 1 egg a day.
And they're much noisier too. That's the thing about it. So
That's okay. Deal with some chickens. I'll be like, bark, 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 bark,
chickens at the cemetery. Okay.
bark, bark. Well, the inside, right? You won't notice them from the outside. They're also not as loud as you
So,
think.
what
All
would
right.
you all like to do?
Walt grabs his backpack like, all right, I'm letting y'all know I'm still a little hangry. I couldn't get nothing.
Oh, poor Walt. Maybe we can do they have like pet delivery services? Like we could Uber Eats you a dog or something.
Does that work like that?
I don't know. I've heard things, but
I ain't never heard of them Uber eating no pet.
If you have enough money, like anything is possible, but I don't think that there's like an app for that.
All right, all I'm gonna say is if I see a deer running around, I might be tempted. Like,
I suppose there's still probably people wandering about the neighborhoods. Perhaps there's an animal tied up somewhere. You never know. So there are bad pet owners out there.
oh, this is so hard.
I just want to make sure that you are taking care of you, Walt.
Well, Walt taking care of Walt. I mean, Walt was gonna try and hunt for himself again.
Wouldn't want you to be feeling uncomfortable when it's time to, get back to business.
Can I hunt again, y'all?
I mean, I don't know. Can you?
I mean, y'all trying to go right now? I mean, you could always use this time to go do some research, or y'all can start without me or something.
I mean, my friend was so useful last time, and I need, a bit of time to get him back and up here with us. So, I could spend a couple minutes.
All right, I'm gonna head out. Come on, Precious. Walt's gonna attempt to hunt again.
Okay, because you are hunting again in the same area, the difficulty will increase by 1.
Hey, why do you hate me,
Rose.
Okay. That means he's probably gonna have to succeed on all of his die. Oh my god.
I believe in you, Walt. Somebody's got to.
Well,
4 successes again.
I mean, how many successes is it the second time? I thought if we're hunting in our area, I thought it was supposed to only be 3 that he needed.
Yes, it is 3. It went up by 1 because of the fact that you're trying a second row of the same type.
So it's 4.
Is
Without
this meat
changing
to
anything.
beat? Is this meat to beat?
You got 4.
Yes, you got 4.
Okay.
You succeed.
All right, good. Okay, yes.
You nailed it.
You are
You
able
won't.
to
Barely.
gain enough for 1 point of hunger, but because of your
That's all
merit,
I
it will
need.
be 2.
No, I can only take the 1 because of vegetarian. He's always gonna have a dot of hunger, an additional dot of hunger.
Alright. So you are able to find something to hunt, and you are back with your companions within about half an hour, let's say.
Well, actually, I will have fed Precious then since I have the extra dot. So there we go.
There you go. There you
Oh.
go. So proud of Walt.
Yep.
You grow up so fast.
All right.
Now that the
We all
four
set.
of you are together,
Walt's got to check his utility bag once again. Knife still sharp and everything. We still got the spray. You're gonna be like, hey, seriously,
Hmm?
you still got that part of acid I gave you? Oh wow, my voice just gave all the way out. Still got that little part of acid I gave you?
Actually, I do. And he pulls it out to toss it to Walt.
Hey, we don't talk like that. If things are made to break, you know.
Oh, it's you're such a good hunter. You're just reinforcing my faith in you one step at a time, Walt. You're nowhere to go but up.
Y'all might need it. I was gonna say hold on to it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I ain't gonna be the one to exactly get in a fight. Like I can back you up and keep the car hot.
And keep the engine running.
I know about the new guy.
Keep a low profile. Keep the police busy.
Walt gives the thumbs up. But yeah, that's Walt essentially. He's just double checking his bag. He doesn't have time to make anything. So he's as ready as he can be. Oh wait, can he catch another spider? Just house spider?
sure.
In case I need to do my ritual. My only ritual.
My one, my only. My
All right.
precious.
So, are you all heading out to the apartment building?
Yeah, I want to resummon my spirit.
Okay.
I passed my rouse check for it. 7.
Actually, I will say, since you've already summoned it before, you won't have to resummon it again.
Oh,
So
cool,
you
because I still had 4 favors left. Excellent.
Nice.
Fabulous. All right. Cool. Then I am ready to go.
All right. In that case, the four of you make your way downtown. It won't be a very long drive, so if there's any conversations you all wish to have, you may do so. If not, we will move forward.
I mean, y'all got a discreet way of handling all this? Like, what's the
Well,
plan? Like,
I mean, is it are they're in a sky rise, you said, right? I believe, or if I'm remembering right, it was in some kind of a high rise building that we were, or was it?
it's like some sort of expensive apartment complex.
You know she lives towards the top, yes.
Oh, she is. Oh,
I wonder if her building is the highest building in the area, or if we could maybe, if there's any lines of sight from other nearby adjoining buildings.
Oh, you mean like a stakeout?
Yeah. Kind of get a better look at what we're maybe getting ourselves into,
I mean, it can't hurt.
rather than just. I mean, we could just kick in the door, but
Well, I mean, we don't really know which apartment's hers. We just know she's there.
Right.
exactly. So we'd be kicking in a lot of doors potentially.
Plus, I'm pretty sure this place gonna have cameras.
Well, I mean, we could
I
probably
mean,
make
if
some hoods.
Sebastian was here, this wouldn't be a problem.
It's okay. With ski masks are cheap.
But Sebastian left us for some reason. Can you do the same thing, new guy?
Do what?
You know, like, when you walk past that technology and then it just go on the fritz. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Blackout.
no. Oh no. My specialty is punching things in the face.
I mean, if you punch it, it goes on the fritz too.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I punch it. It's not like I can die via electricity.
You can't?
We're like, I mean, if I catch on fire, that's a possibility, but we're like Dead.
It's gonna
Walt
have to
is
be a
like
pretty strong taser,
revelation.
Walt.
Tansy, question.
Because
Why have you taught him nothing?
it's funnier this way.
You are so lucky Walt cannot frown at that.
And he's just so sweet. And I there's something just so pure about his innocence.
Okay. I'll leave it at that. Okay.
But also it's really funny.
If look, it's amusing, but when we're having to do dangerous things and he doesn't know what we're capable of, it little bit of a problem.
Experience is the best teacher, I find. And what better way to get experience than to learn by doing?
I
Sometimes
wonder
you
if
just gotta fall down and bump your head over and over and over and over again.
Also,
That's how you
that
get
is
brain
my
damage, Sarah.
job. Anush is the oldest. He should be the one imparting all of this great wisdom and knowledge.
Oh, we all come from different walks, as it were.
oh, all right. Look here. The two things that can kill us. Your head being taken off or you getting lit on fire and not being able to put it out in time. Those are the two things you have to worry about.
I mean, I know about the fire part, and I figured like beheading can kill anybody.
Exactly. But yeah, no, me taking out some powers is not gonna. Hey, Tansy, you summoned the guy?
Yeah, he's here.
Yo,
No,
Renato's here? Why is Renato here?
Renato's
No,
not here. Why don't you just send him through the building to find the person?
So you mean the ghost guy is not Renato? I thought you said Renato can do that.
Well, Renato can do a whole lot of things, and I don't know everything he can do. So maybe, but no, my buddy here, he's gonna go in and just like last time, he's gonna scope it out and report back.
If he
Is
can
that what
find
happened?
if he can find like the security system, I can probably get in there and just
Okay, so he needs to find the security system and apartment number.
yes. Unless somebody wants to sweet talk the person at the front desk.
I would not be good at that.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not me.
I mean, I can exchange a few words or two if you need me to do something like that.
When the car gets to like a stopping point, Vegas is just gonna hand Tansy a bottle of cologne.
Yep.
Look here, he smells like sewer. They're not gonna believe him if he doesn't smell at least a little decent.
And I think Precious might need to stay with us though.
You can see Walt's a little sad about this.
Or you could send Precious in another way if you have a way to make sure that she comes back.
No, you're right. You're right. Precious might need to wait with one of y'all.
Walt pets Precious, of course.
Can I like pull out a comb or brush or something out of my purse to try and clean Walt up? I'm trying to think. I feel like Tansy would have a fair amount of random beauty items, like a makeup wipe. Can I like makeup wipe his face?
You try. You better off saving the whites. Like Walt can like do something else, but if you want him to run charisma, he has a plan. Don't forget, my boy can lie. That's one thing he can
You just gotta go.
do.
All right, he's all cleaned up now. Just get those eyebrows.
Bushy eyebrows.
I kind of like run it over his hair too, try and get whatever muck I can out of it.
Walt is
Well-
enjoying this, but trying to hide it.
Don't worry, the sword is very sharp. Can shave anything.
All right, at this point, you all have arrived outside of the apartment building.
Well, we're here.
How does it look? What do we see?
It's a multi-story building situated not quite in the center of downtown, maybe 3 blocks away. It's definitely one of those apartment buildings for the wealthier in the city. It's very nice. There is a doorman who is kind of standing out front. You can tell that beyond the first door is a second one that will require either a person to buzz you in or someone to have some sort of code that would indicate that you live in the building. You haven't done a full look around the building, so you don't know if there's any other entrances. And you can tell the building looks like maybe 5 stories tall. You don't know if there is a way onto the roof from where you're standing, but you can tell that it is a flat roof.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, this is a fortress.
Well, I mean, Tansy, your newfound companion is very useful. Probably more useful than any of us can be individually at the moment for these kind of scouting expeditions. I would say let them have at it.
You know, I was thinking the same thing. Okay.
Although we should
Mm.
probably try to give them as specific information as we can to look for, right? Because just looking for random people.
No. I was going to send him into the security room because Vegas wanted security room info, and I think that'd be very useful just in general. Um, Especially since this person seems weird and I don't know who her friends are, and having like I don't know, it just seems like we should do that. And then I was also going to send him up to the top floors and see if he can like poke around and find Angela and get her apartment number.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
activate Sense the Unseen and look at the building.
You don't see any supernatural things, no glows or anything like that. Just looking at the building. If there is something specific you wish to check for, let me know, and then we'll see.
I'm going
need
to
to roll.
check for any sort of wards.
You can just roll. I believe it should be resolve.
And aspects.
Yeah, and aspect.
I'll spend a point of willpower on that. Nothing.
I am not a wizard.
Nothing seems out of the ordinary to you.
don't
Everything
see any
appears
wards.
fine. There do not appear to be traps.
Did you hear that? There's no traps. You're going to be perfectly fine. Mechanically is looking for 2 rooms, 2 separate things in this place. Is that 1 favor or 2?
Looking for each thing would be one separate request.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure that I'm keeping track of that. We're on the same page.
Mhm.
All right. See, look, it's going to be easy. There's nothing that can keep you out. Just, go in and report back.
The reluctant wraith does disappear a short time. While you are waiting, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna go take a walk, see if there's a back door just in case.
It's a good idea. I think it's probably wise to case the outside of the building a little bit.
Well,
Maybe
here are
look
the keys.
around the
Well,
surrounding
catches 'em.
area as well and see if there's anything unusual that kind of stands out.
Mhm.
I will. I can't look at the power again. Activate my silence of death so that I'm not making noise as I'm walking around, since it's free.
Vegas is just putting a cigarette in his mouth and lighting it and kind of putting his hands in his coat pockets and is like looking like he's going to just go for a walk.
All right, you
Kinda
can
little
both
bit
roll
bored, though.
dexterity and larceny.
but I'm not stealing anything.
Roused for
You are
dexterity.
casing the place.
Walt's gonna heighten his eyesight.
I roused for
I got 2
dexterity and
successes.
path. What is with these dice? Spend another point of willpower.
Yeah,
Just
2
always
successes
roll
because
20.
I
Yeah,
have
two successes
I have
too.
no points in larceny. Yeah.
With 2 successes, you don't see anything different. Walking around, you aren't sure if this building has any kind of sub-level to it. You do see there are 2 other entrances, kind of one on the street side and then one towards the exact back of the building. But each one of those requires a keypad entrance that you would need to get past. There are a number of windows that lead to what looks to be other apartments as well as you're looking around. But
Any
that's about
cameras
it.
on the doors?
The front door has a camera, but the back door and the side door do not.
Is Inish anywhere nearby?
Well,
About
I
this
figured
too.
we probably went in different directions
Yeah.
unless you told him that we wanted to stick together.
No. If we went different directions, he's just gonna kind of wait for you to loop the building.
Cover more ground that way.
Yeah.
Well, do I run into Vegas first or some unfortunate demise?
I mean, you would meet up with your coterie mate.
No cameras on the side door. Keypad entry, but I'm pretty sure I could probably bust through that door.
Yeah, most of these. This is not it's not some secure government facility. I don't foresee too much high level security on the ground floor.
Yeah. Does it feel weird to you at all?
I mean, she did say it was a test, right? So there's probably more to it than it seems.
Kind of curious if she found a new boss.
As in, she's sending us to get rid of her old boss.
No. The lady who stopped by said her old boss had been dead for 10 years. Seems kind of weird they wouldn't have taken her out in those 10 years. But also kind of weird because normally they'd probably search out somebody else.
Well, I mean, we're articles of convenience at the moment due to our recent series of unfortunate events. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's that is some interesting. Those are some interesting speculations that we should probably investigate. Although I don't know if we necessarily have the time right now.
No, I don't think we have the time, but maybe something to keep your eyes out for.
It's okay. Just keep your fangs sharp. We can eat our way through any trouble that comes along.
Oof. Yeah, not a problem. Let's head back to them.
Yeah, it's a little
Well,
quiet out here.
while you are waiting, Tansy, your wraith does return for 35.
435. Okay, is that the apartment number or doesn't do the security room?
Apartment number.
Fabulous, darling. Fabulous. And security, what about that?
The wraith pauses. I did not find anything out of the ordinary.
I am going to use my I have a ghostly dominance. So I'm going to try to like command them to tell me what they found specifically. Um, and the way I do this, is Vegas back in eyesight yet?
Not yet. Not at this point.
Not yet. Okay. In that case, I'm going to take that photograph of them and I am going to put it in my mouth and scrape my fang and like lightly scrape my fangs across it and say, you're gonna tell me exactly what you found, if there's a security room and where it is, everything like that. All of it. Now.
I believe that would be a manipulation or charisma roll when intimidation.
All right. So do I get to add my 3 bonus for that?
Yes, I believe if that is what the merit does, yes. And I don't know what that one does.
It's on 102 of Children of the Blood, but yeah, 3 bonus dice to any rolls to when you damage a wraith's fetter, loved ones, or ectoplasmic form, you receive 3 bonus dice to any rolls to command them.
I'll see this counts.
All right, and then you said that was manipulation, which is 2 plus 1, and then what was the last one? I'm sorry.
Manipulation, intimidation.
Intimidation. Perfect. Oh, look, that's 3 more for me. All right. 1, 2. Ooh, that's a 0. 3. That's a 1. 4. 5. 5 successes and 1 critical fail.
There is a security office on the 1st floor, and there are security cameras on every floor.
I kind of like pat his ghostly head. Like, see, that wasn't so hard, was it?
I despise you.
Oh, I don't like you either. You're just useful, sweetheart.
Are we able to like see this interaction going on in real time, or is this like?
I would say you all would be arriving at the end of this conversation.
And Walt's still with me,
yeah,
so
Walt was in the
Walt has seen
car.
all of
Yes,
it.
Walt would have experienced, yes. Well, I mean,
sees
Walt.
Tansy talking.
Yes, Walt does not have the ability to see this.
But you can put 2 and 2 together. This character is smarter.
Okay, yeah. And I tell everybody what what my wraith told me, who I feel like I named him Bruce last time, but if I didn't, I feel like that's absolutely in Tansy's character to have this wraith that she does not even care to remember his name.
Forever Bruce.
He's Bruce, whether he is or isn't.
That is the name you chose last time.
Perfect.
Side doors have no camera. Front has the camera plus the doorman. We want to get in. Theoretically, we can get in through the side, or somebody can try and bluff their way in through the front.
We can bluff our way through the front, and she's in 435, but there's a security office on the ground floor, and then there's cameras on each and every floor. And I'm imagining that's probably even in the stairwells. So couldn't be able to avoid that.
Spooky didn't look in the staircase.
Did Spooky look in the staircase? Are there cameras in the stairwells?
Yes. Yes, that is correct.
I mean, y'all was talking about wars earlier. Was like Bruce discovered?
Well, he came back to me, and he seemed to get everywhere he needed to go.
I mean, if it's that same dude, that you got from the picture from the apartment and all that, it don't seem like he'd be too keen to tell you something like this.
Oh, no, he definitely didn't. But he did.
Okay, as long as you don't think Bruce is lying.
He better not be.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't know for sure about any wards. Hey, Bruce, did you see any wards, sweetheart?
No.
Pinky promise swear.
I did not see any wards.
Well,
He
he
does.
pinky promise swore he didn't see any.
That works for me.
But Walt still has the blood bond.
I mean, if
Okay.
not, he knows what could possibly happen.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Walt just raised an eyebrow. He knows better than to ask right now.
All right, so side door. Someone goes for the security room. Wait until the cameras go down.
Unless you're good at this kind of stuff. What like if plan of attack? What do you think?
How we gonna synchronize with each other? Like we don't have communicators or nothing. Like
Do you have a watch? Clock of some kind?
you
Well,
just
I
gonna walk
mean,
around with your phones?
if one person goes to the security room, knocks it out, then can tell the rest of them, and they can go upstairs once the cameras are out.
Well, I guess y'all are that cool. Y'all can pull off, whacking somebody with one hand and all that. So
I
you're gonna
mean,
need
I'm
one
not
hand
in.
to hold the phone and one hand to use whatever y'all gonna do.
I mean, I can't, like, I'm not super sneaky, so maybe we leave that for the expert.
Okay, so you're saying you're gonna break the console and then come back out and then Jackson gonna go in and
I mean, really just shut the system down.
No.
I mean this all y'all. I'm just keeping the car hot. If you need me to fix something, I can do that. Like you need a knife shopping?
Well, I guess the first question is, I know we didn't notice anything that looked super out of the ordinary. Did we notice any normal looking security cameras outside? Near any of these side doors that we're talking about?
Only at the front door.
Only at the front door?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be really weird if there wasn't a security camera on the back door.
It's probably one inside.
Maybe.
Well,
Perhaps I should
hey,
get a cardboard box.
I mean, can you do the thing where you, like, go completely invisible, maybe?
I can, although I don't believe I don't believe it makes me invisible to electronic surveillance.
Oh.
Right, Ree?
That is correct, unless you have ghosts in the show.
It only
Wasn't
it only
changed.
tricks people. The other one is specifically for electronics, but not for people. You can't have both.
Well, one of us is then going to have to go through that front door.
That's fine. I mean the back door is fine too. Really, I suppose you said there's a person at the front, like kind of desk or whatever, or is there even a front desk? Because usually,
From
normally
what you
have-
can see, there is a doorman at the front entrance, the main entrance.
what time is it?
About 9 p.m.
Oh, okay, not that late then.
You want to wait until later? That's an
Wait,
option.
what's this lady's name?
Angela Versaski.
Mhm.
Is there, like, a place that sells flowers around here?
Well, do you have any hats? Do you have any hats in
At
this
9
store?
p.m.
Yes,
at
please.
night, no. You could go
Not
to
like a
a
grocery
grocery
store?
Going to
store
Giant
and
Eagle,
probably find something.
Let's go.
Probably go to a
Give us a
grocery
Giant
store
Eagle,
and
bro.
try your luck.
Yeah,
How
nice
far away
big
is the nearest
hat.
grocery store?
From
Grocery store.
We're in the middle of downtown. You better not lie.
you could get there. You go get to a grocery store quickly. If you were looking for one that would sell like actual flowers, it might take you maybe a 10-minute walk.
All right, hold here. I've got a plan.
Okay.
I
I'm
have
hold-
if I can find a big hat, that'll probably help with the security.
Well, I
I'm gonna-
never had time to buy a big hat. Like I got this old baseball cap that I use from time to time. You want to wear a baseball cap, Harrison?
I'm gonna go to the grocery store and just buy a random thing of flowers.
They might have
You
big hats
act-
at the grocery store. Should we all go?
I mean, I'm not exactly smelling like I should be visiting the grocery store right now, but
I mean, they get homeless people wandering into the grocery store all the time. It's probably fine.
Walt's not going to risk it. He knows what night
Are
it's going
you-
because it'll be him leaving Precious too.
You know what?
Are you
I'll-
activating? Are you
Blush of life,
activating the
yeah.
blush of life?
Yes, and now I'm hungrier.
Yeah, Walt should do that anyway. Yeah, because he'll be sitting idle in the car. Should do that anyway.
Oh, we're sitting in the car. No one's gonna notice.
Yeah, I mean, we got cameras and stuff like that, and it's well lit. We in the middle of downtown, so and a rich complex. Can't
Ooh.
risk it. Yep, Walt got a dot hungrier, so we back at it again.
I accept your logic.
Back
Hey, I
in the
passed.
saddle again.
Nice.
I got a 6. Thank God.
The blood begins to flow through your bodies, and for just a moment, you feel alive again. Those of you who are going to purchase flowers in a big hat, you are able to do so without any issues. Is there anything else you wish to attempt before you attempt to enter this building?
While we're waiting, like in the car, I am going to take a nail file out of my handbag and start filing down Precious's nails.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
make sure just a little bit of edge, Tansy, just a little bit of edge. Like, Precious might have to put the hurting on somebody, so.
Yeah,
And, skunks are known for digging, so they kind of need to be able to.
Do you want me to sharpen them? I could actually give them pointed ends, so they're extra sharp.
I'm gonna hold on that just because I want to respect, big guy's interior of their car. I don't want Precious scratching it up, so maybe we can do that when we get back.
Okay, I'll just I'll work on getting it started though.
Walt is happy.
Excellent.
Is Precious happy too, Ree?
She's precious.
No,
Answer the question.
you think so? So,
I think so.
Now that you all have the flowers and big hat, what do you do now?
Well, get this nice big hat on in a best as I can to kind of shield vision of my face from above and the sides. And I guess we can go approach this front doorman person.
Who is entering the building?
Yeah, is Vegas coming with, or
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the two with a giant hat
Just the
and
two
another
of
dude
us.
with a bouquet just walking out.
Yeah, he's just got a fluff on his arm.
All right, roll me manipulation and subterfuge, both of you.
Yeah, y'all get to be Walt tonight. It's gonna be lovely.
Subterfuge. See here.
I got the best. I got the biggest manipulation
What's
subterfuge.
going on with my gosh darn dice tonight?
Yeah, 3 successes with a messy.
3.
Well, wait, does that actually count as a crit? One of the successes was a hunger die, so not a crit though. I don't
No,
think
it's not a crit.
it's good.
All
It's a
right,
good thing.
so 3. How many did Vegas get?
3.
All right, you all get through the first door. The doorman gives you a polite nod, but doesn't say anything, And then you enter into the second. You enter into the room proper with a second door. You can see that there is a mechanical box to one side that has a number of various apartments on each floor, with the first names of the people who are in them. And there is a page button as well. And then there is a door number pad. How are you going forward?
Any of the numbers on the door are women besides our person we're looking for?
Sure.
He'll ring one of them.
There is a silence for a moment before there's a kind of a staticky pop, and then a voice. Hello.
Oh, hi. This is I've got a delivery of flowers for somebody. I think it's you. The handwriting on this is rather smudged.
Oh. Oh well, that's okay. Well, I could guess I can page you up rather quickly. And a moment later, you do hear that kind of buzzing static sound, and the door is unlocked.
I'm gonna open it and gesture for Anish to walk in.
Excellent.
All right, you
Dun,
all are
dun,
inside.
dun.
You can see that on this floor, the rooms start at 0 and then go in even numbers all the way down.
Where'd Spooky say the security room was?
On the first floor.
Surely marked, probably. They usually are.
Are there any people in here? Any what look like other security guards or
Or just like
person on duty?
wandering people.
No, you do see there is a door that is labeled 00. On that is on the far end of the hallway.
Are there any visible cameras or like those little orbs kind of on the ceiling that just look black to kind of hide the direction the camera's facing?
You can see one on both ends of the hall.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of tilt my head down a little bit to obscure my face.
Sure.
And what do you think? The room at the far end?
Probably.
Let's go take a look. Dun, dun, dun,
Hey man, somebody with just this
da,
big
da,
old head.
da, da. So
As
fancy.
you approach, do you just open the door?
I'm gonna test the door handle.
Yeah, does it
Or
lock?
after I rest my ear against it to see if I can hear anything inside.
What's awareness?
Two successes.
You can just barely make out the sounds of conversation. It sounds like it's very hard. You could definitely pick up multiple voices speaking, but it's difficult to pick up exactly what's being said.
Got multiple people.
Hmm. Personally, non-lethal isn't really my specialty.
It's not mine either.
I don't
But
know
I
as though leaving a
think-
big mess here would. I don't know.
Let me see if I have.
Oh, we should have had them create a distraction somewhere.
You see Vegas kind of pulls out his phone and hides it, just text Tansy and be like, hey, can you create a distraction super quick?
Make a scene.
Hey, Walt.
What's that?
This is our moment.
Walt is grinning from ear to ear.
We need to create a distraction.
You
I'm
see Walt
thinking-
digging his bag.
What you want to do?
Well, I thought, Precious ran into the building and, doing her thing would be pretty good. But if you've got something better, I am all ears.
We can always be chased by Precious. because they got to get the door open to get her in there first. And then I have Precious step in.
Okay,
And
but
then there's a
if
skunk
she closes
loose.
the door and she's not able to get in. Oh, I know. Hey, Brucey,
Yes.
can you like hold the door while we run in and make sure that they don't close the door before Precious gets in?
He hesitates for a moment. Yes. Yes, I can.
Pinky promise?
Absolutely.
Don't fuck me here, Bruce.
will
Walt just
do as
hears
you
that out of
ask.
context. It just goes like,
I was just waiting for Bruce to be like, I couldn't if I wanted to.
they can do that? That's
I will
Walt.
do as you ask me.
Fabulous. Turn to Walt, put a hand on his shoulder. All right. So she can, spray on command, right? You trained her to do that?
We've been practicing. You know she got this.
And Walt's taking like the bow off of Precious and everything, trying to make her look as much of a wild skunk as possible. And then just having that conversation with Precious, like,
This is your moment, baby. We've been practicing this. It's just like when we made the present, but bigger.
I get out of the car. I wait for Walt and Precious to join me and start counting down from 3.
yep. Walt is ready. He is ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Ah, there's a skunk coming after us.
As he's ordered Precious to like follow.
Straight towards the main door of that apartment building.
Yep.
Okay.
We going in.
Okay. There is a moment where the doorman attempts to stop you, especially you, Tansy. Do you do anything?
I keep running.
Well, he gets in her
Bruce,
way.
this is your moment, Bruce.
Are you saying like the door guy attempts to physically stop Tansy?
Mhm.
Like get in front of her?
Mhm.
Yeah, we gonna dominate that. Like we're just gonna hit him with a cloud memory. Walt's just gonna like tap him real quick, and we're hoping for like that brief reset.
Roll resolve and intimidation.
And resolve and intimidation just for him to just have a slight lapse. Because I'm going for
Yes.
distraction.
Yes, because you are trying to draw his attention that is now firmly on Tansy to you. Because for dominate to work, you have to have eye contact.
Oh, this is true. This is true. Is it worth it?
It's up to you.
I'm sorry, Tansy, it's not worth it because Walt would have to prioritize getting Precious in.
Yeah.
I thought I have to prioritize getting Precious in.
Precious in is more important. No, that's absolutely correct. Let me see what this says. Let's see. So is it more like he's blocking or is it more like he's trying to hit me?
He is trying to prevent you from entering the building.
Can I try to
Oh, don't you?
knock
I
him?
know what you played it.
No. All right. So can I just want to run straight into him and sort of activate toughness just to make sure that I don't get hurt hitting him. But I just kind of want to plow through him.
Roll strength and brawl.
Got we're gonna go flying through the apartments.
So. One success, one failure. But the success was a 0.
You attempt to go straight through, and this man looks to be older, maybe in his early 40s. But as you hit him, it is almost as if you hit solid concrete. As you hit him,
no.
and you fully stop. This man rolled 3 successes. He's very passionate about his job. So you kind of hit him, and where you expect to go through him, you end up kind of just almost knocking the air out of your lungs. You kind of hit him and then take a step back. You aren't allowed to come in here.
We're being chased
Please
by a
go.
skunk. I cannot be sprayed by a skunk.
Roll a
Precious probably already slipped
charisma.
past.
Roll a charisma and persuasion roll. And I believe at your humanity there is a -2 to that.
Well, that you were my 00 last time. So.
Or are you? If your humanity, it'll be a 1 penalty to that, not a 2. If you are humanity 5.
So here's the thing: I rolled 2 dice, and I only got 1 success. So it is up to you, storyteller, if I should re-roll or if you just decide that success doesn't count.
Just wait. What was the total number of dice that you have for this?
2.
Oh, well, you always get to roll 1 dice. So
Yes, but
I mean,
if I have a
not
okay, it was
enough.
2, and then there was the 1 dice penalty. So technically, after all of the subtractions, I only have 1 dice to roll.
1 success wouldn't be enough.
Okay.
He just kind of looks at you. Well, I would suggest you get to move on in that direction then. You're not allowed in here.
Precious slipped in though, right?
I would say so. Bruce would technically assist because that was the instruction
Yep.
given to him.
Marking down the favor. You are just the worst and don't care about anybody. And I run off in just down the street, away and like
Okay.
far enough away that I can loop back around without him clocking us.
Do we see the skunk inside?
Please tell
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, would Walt help the skunk get through the second door?
So Bruce can only help with 1 door. Right?
Bruce was asked to help the skunk through the door, not both doors.
Bruce.
So
it's a genie's
saying
wish
Bruce isn't gonna help.
situation over here.
Okay.
you catch more flies with honey.
Bruce,
I've
you
been using
son of a
honey.
bitch.
There is Precious isn't smart enough. I can have Precious spray the door and then just come back to Walt because it's like I just can't. There's nothing in Walt's arsenal to like just be like, let me in. Especially in his condition. He's gonna be the last person they let in.
Sure.
It is a distraction.
No one
Sure.
wants to text.
They could text, but like you don't have the ability to buzz us in.
I can
You were buzzed
open
in.
the second door
Oh, you're outside the second door. I
I'm
thought you were out in front of the
inside
apartment.
the building.
So what? You're gonna walk back downstairs and let
We're
the skunk
not
slip through?
downstairs. We're on the first floor.
So that... Okay. So you haven't gone up yet because you
No,
said
we're
you
trying to
listened
deal with the
hear.
security room.
So you're at stage 1 security room. Walt doesn't have the phone to text.
As I'm running, I text Tansy, or I text Vegas. I couldn't get in. Sorry. Running around. Meet it back? Question mark.
Precious is at the door. You would know that.
Vegas just kind of like sighs and goes, they couldn't get in.
Sad thing is Walt could do something, but it is too conspicuous.
Right, homicide it is. He's gonna knock on
Yep.
the security door.
The door does not open.
Hey, I think I lost my wallet.
It takes a moment, but the door does open, kind of pulling inside, and there is a man there who's kind of a bit overweight, kind of tanned skin. Looks to be maybe in his early 40s.
How big is this security room?
Probably big enough to fit two people kind of uncomfortably.
Do
Like
I
it's
see a second
definitely
person?
no, not right now.
Once he opens the door, I'm just gonna punch him in the face.
Okay, roll strength and brawl.
Even though I have lethal body, I'm not aiming to kill him. I'm aiming to knock him out. Before I roll these dice, I'm letting you know intent.
It's gonna be a lot easier once I get that blood magic up, so I can poison people. I mean, it is aggravated damage, but like one hit and they're out.
3 successes.
2 successes will go to damage. I will say 2 successes with the damage is enough to hurt, but they are not unconscious. You've bloodied kind of their nose, but they are
Oh,
still awake.
with
This
my
is
lore
super
sheet, unarmed damage, I get a +1 to my damage modifier.
Okay. I will allow 3 points of damage to be enough to knock him out. You hit him, and you kind of bloody his nose, and then he falls back and he hits his head on the desk behind him.
Sorry, man.
Hmm.
He'll be
Oh, it's
fine.
okay. He doesn't
be
look
fine.
like he was having an exciting night anyway. This will be a
Yeah.
great story for
Be
the
fine.
future.
All right. Do you think you can turn this thing off?
Well, let me see. I'm looking around, seeing. Are there any like? I mean, what does it look like? Is it a big like movie style workstation with a bunch of monitors everywhere, or is it
There
like?
are a couple of screens showing the various. There are a few screens showing the various camera feeds. None of them seem to have audio, from what you can tell. Do you have any dots in technology?
That's a good question. Let me double check. The answer to that would be no.
But that's what you know. You aren't sure
Okay.
how to turn it off. Just looking at it.
Are there any? I mean, are there? Okay. I'm gonna look down and be like, Is it, do I see any power cords like sticking into the wall around the outside of it?
Sure.
Pull them out.
The power goes out in this room, and then in the several lights on the first floor. And you aren't sure of it, how widespread it is, but you do see as you begin to pull things out, lights begin to go off, and then
Oh, this is
the
interesting.
screens go off as well.
Well, this is interesting cause and effect, isn't it?
Mhm.
Just keep pulling stuff.
I'm
We'll
just gonna
also
text.
see it's suddenly dark, right?
Is there? Does the guy working here? Does he have any like food or drinks nearby that maybe he has just hanging out with him because he's here all night?
No, he does. You can tell that he was watching something because he does have a phone that is playing something on the screen. You're not sure what it is.
Is it like is the screen locked?
Um, yes, the screen has gone dark. It's just playing the. If you lock your phone while listening to something before, it's still playing the audio, but the actual
Fair.
screen isn't showing anything.
Oh well, that's unfortunate.
I'm just gonna.
Drops the phone on the ground and break it.
All right, let's get
Okay.
out of here. I'm gonna text Tansy and be like, meet at side door.
Okay, cuz got it. Yeah, I'm gonna continue my run around and get to the side door as fast as I can.
Wouldn't want him dialing for help.
Mhm.
Are you all allowing? Are you all letting Walt into the building as well?
Actually, too.
Leave
Real,
him outside.
No.
He is gonna do.
Well, Vegas is leaving. are any of the cables in there loose enough? I figure I might tie him up a little bit just to delay
Oh.
his response.
To do that, you'd have to rip the cables out of the wall. I mean, these look like more professional. These aren't like extension cords. These are like cables that are routed through the wall.
Yeah,
I
probably not
don't-
flexible enough for that anyway.
I mean, you're welcome to try it if you like, but it will be a difficult attempt to remove them.
I think, you know what? I think I'll just do something else. I'll tie his shoelaces together.
You got that powder of acid if you want.
Well, that's not going to do anything to his shoelaces.
You could do something to the wires.
I mean, I could, but they're already all pulled out.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got something to melt the lock too, as well. This stuff's potent.
That's fair. I figured I would save the acid though, in case, we needed to get in somewhere else.
Show call.
Since I wasn't expecting you guys to be coming in here with us.
Nope.
So Anusha's just operating, expecting it's just gonna be him in Vegas.
All right. If whoever you all will let into the building would be able to enter, and then you all are able to make your way up.
On the way up, I'm going to rouse for prowess. Oh,
Okay.
thank gosh.
Any
I don't
other
get any
preparations
hungrier.
you wish to take?
Yeah, I never rolled for toughness that I was activating earlier. So let me roll for it now. Oh, thank God that's a 9.
Is there a range on the mental link? I gotta see that.
Also, Bruce is next to me, right?
Sure.
Bruce is here. I mean, I only have one more favor, but
Okay.
it's gonna be a big one. Just want to make sure he's here for the event.
Oh, you gonna have him kill her? Oh boy.
Well, I don't know that, but I do know that if I only have one more wish for now, I'm gonna make it good.
The sad thing is we probably could have just done that in the first place. We could have just sent Bruce to kill her outright.
That would have been a lot of persuasion.
I mean, he did
Also
it for a
far too
cup.
simple. Far too simple.
Okay. Yeah, Walt can't really do nothing. He can heighten his hearing in the darkness. It ain't like he's got night vision, so
Dun,
All right,
dun.
you'll take your preparations and make your way up the stairs. And I think that is where we are going to take a break for the evening. So we will return in about 15 minutes to see where this story goes and see what trouble they get themselves into. So please take an opportunity, take a break, take care of what I got to do, and then join us back here to continue this adventure. All right. And as we return to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, our coterie is making their way up the apartment building in search of a former ghoul that has been causing them quite a bit of problem, quite a bit of trouble. Is there anything you all wish to do before you arrive at this apartment building?
This wall
I
don't
think
got much of nothing.
I think we've already done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess he has a knife just in case to protect himself. Pulls out one of the kitchen knives.
There's no kitchen. Well, you
Yes,
okay.
there are kitchen. Don't you?
And they're back. And you brought it back. That's fine.
Yes.
Anything else?
That's all he's got, really. He's
Okay.
not made for this.
You arrive outside apartment 435. You can tell that the rooms on this floor also don't have lights on, just from kind of the lack of light underneath the door.
So it's the door's locked. So does anybody want to pick it? Do we want to just acid through it? I guess it doesn't matter. The lights are off. Security should be down. We can do what we want. But how much evidence do we want to leave behind is the question.
I mean, if I burn it, that's evidence too.
Does it
Or
look
we
like
could
a
just-
particularly strong door?
It looks like a normal door.
So it's just a normal like apartment. Kind of. Does it look like it's metal, wood?
It could probably be a
Rock.
metal door, from what you think.
Walt would do it, but I can't risk it with my dots of hunger. I can't.
Well, Vegas, you're the one that talked to him on the intercom. Maybe we can get him to just let us in.
Wait, are we at the apartment door?
We're at the apartment door, yeah.
He's gonna knock on the door.
No answer.
Oh, she must know what's going down.
Okay, well,
I'll knock harder.
No answer.
I'm gonna pour some acid on the little doorknob thingy.
That's what it's there for.
Just roll me an intelligence craft roll to see how well the acid works. It won't.
Are you joke breed? This is the same acid that Walt has used to melt the door to the pet store. It's the same stuff, just
This
different
is not the
container.
pet
It's
store.
that strong. It's that strong.
This is not the pet store.
You just said it's a normal door, dog. I can't with you.
It's just make the roll. It's a different door than a pet store.
I
store.
am rolling it,
is-
or he's rolling
It's
it.
a more secure door.
Oh, okay.
It
I was
is a
gonna
bit
say, I hope it's
thicker
Walt
than
because I'm not gonna. That
a
rolls
front
me bad for
no.
me.
Okay, that's a Walt roll. Okay. Intelligence craft.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, this can I add my farm student to this because this is chemistry.
Sure.
All right. Yay. Two successes.
So with two
Oh, seven
successes, the acid begins to dissolve the door, but you are more dissolving like the handle than actually opening the door. But you do hear that kind of burning, melting sound. It'll take a while before it destroys the actual handle, though.
Maybe that new container don't work too well. Maybe I need to do a little something different next time.
You got some more?
Well, I mean,
And Walt points at his arm.
that's all I got for now. unless you know
Do,
you
do
want
you
me
want
to.
do you want me to old school this?
Well, it's been prepped. Might as well speed things up.
I'm gonna kick the door down.
Yay.
Strength plus
Yeah,
brawl.
I can't kick the
And
door
can I
down.
add my potence dice?
You can.
Excellent. These
Exactly
dice
what it's
hate
there
me.
for.
I am going to fight them with every being. 4.
Yo, if we get stopped by a door tonight.
I don't have knock. I'm sorry. Even
No.
better. 7 with a crit.
Yay.
I'm not spilling
As
any more
you
willpower.
kick the door, and the first kick, you can hear the hinges of the door beginning to snap. And then after the second one, the door crashes inward with a visible dent in it before falling back. And you can see the apartment itself is completely dark.
Like supernaturally dark? Or
No, it is.
Okay.
It's naturally dark, just dark.
Okay.
There are no lights.
All I got is aspects on our side still, so
Turns to look at Tansy.
Yeah.
What
Heightened
did I do?
senses.
The eye vision. Can you see that?
No.
Well, guard the door. Precious
Yeah.
sprays anybody that tries to escape.
Walt just nods.
I can't see anything. I don't have any seen other things other than the shroud.
I'm just gonna leave my auspex up and we're walking.
That's all we
And
got
we're
is our
walking,
aspects.
and we're walking.
Walt's at the door.
I have one hand on one of Vegas's shoulders. Is there
Like the blonde boys of Alabama. I hate it.
Hello, 1-800-Flowers.
Oh, what is the order in which you all are entering the apartment?
Well, I figured Vegas sounded like they were just kind of walking straight in.
Yeah,
so I would
he's
probably
just
be following
walking in.
him.
and
Yeah,
I've got
And as I step through the door, I'm gonna rouse for toughness.
Yeah, I'm drawing my sword because
Back
we're
to hunger 3.
not here to play games.
Can I have everyone make me a wits and awareness roll? Actually, just do a dexterity and athletics roll.
Everyone that
Where's
walked
worse?
in.
Yeah, all of you.
Well, Walt's at the door. Like
1 success.
Anush told Walt to keep watch. That's what Walt was doing. He didn't step into the apartment.
Yeah, 4 successes.
Oh my gosh,
Uh,
one success.
Only why is it? Oh, 7, 8. There should have been. Oh yeah, never mind. That's
Walt still has to roll. You are such a
misreading the
hater,
damn
dog.
hunger dice.
The
No,
cousins
Walt
are
is fine.
twinning.
Okay, I was about to say.
I could only
So I
roll
have a
one
question.
die, and they got a double
Oh, boy.
zero.
Those of you who are entering the room, except for Tansy, can either attempt to move into the apartment to avoid getting hit, in which the roll is more difficult, or move out into the hallway, where the roll will be easier, but you will be out in the hallway.
Is the door off the hinges?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I just pick the door up and use it as a shield?
Yeah,
No.
hater.
Maybe not in one fluid motion.
Even with my
Yeah.
prowess?
And potence.
Yeah, potence,
Strong
prowess, toughness. Come on, Ree.
Vegas is strong like wood.
It's just not an option.
Y'all see what we go through.
We're probably
Y'all
past the
see
door
what we go
anyway.
through.
Yeah, we're probably already inside the door.
You could dive into the room to avoid getting hit, or back into the hallway. It's up to you.
Fine, going into the hallway. Or going into the apartment.
All right. Difficulty 3. So if you need at least 3 successes to avoid getting hit.
Of what? Dexterity.
The dexterity and athletics roll. The one you just rolled. So you
Okay,
need
question. I had roused dexterity when I was downstairs scoping the place. Is that still active?
Sure.
Cool.
All right. So what did you all roll on the previous roll?
Made one. Are we re-rolling it?
No.
Okay, then
rolled
can I add my
3.
extra dice then? Because I didn't use those.
Sure, you can do that.
Yeah,
I added another success.
I rolled 4, and if Vegas wasn't retreating, then Anush wasn't retreating. Also,
As you
because
all
I'm behind Vegas.
enter, the broken up door suddenly launches up off of the ground and smashes into Tansy's back. How many did you roll on the dexterity athletics roll?
1.
Cool. So this person rolled 4. So that's going to be 3. An excess of 3. Let me see if there's if they have anything
Was
else.
there like a noise, like a explosion or something? Or...
I do have toughness though, so hopefully.
Okay. So you will take. I'm gonna say a door. Oh no. Let me see.
Door on Tansy hate crime.
Doors.
I don't think they do any any special damage. Yeah, they don't do special damage. So it'll be a grand total of 3 points of damage, and then you can subtract toughness from that.
So 1.5. Is that what you're saying? Subtract toughness from
So
that?
they will go down to 1. Mm-hmm. So they will go down to 1.
Perfect.
And as this door hits you, now I can have everyone make me a wits awareness roll.
Right.
Allegedly.
And -2 dice because it's dark.
Of
That's
course.
Two
that's the
successes
penalty for not having dark vision. We all need to have dark vision. I'm sorry.
then. 2 successes.
Maybe it's a big short because protein.
3 successes.
Minus the 2, that's 1 success. I'm sad.
Oh no, and then wait, we had a -2, so yeah, only 1 success.
That's
2
probably my
successes.
best, one of my best rolls all night.
We put -1 because of the aspects that doesn't the heightened senses.
Oh, she's going to roll.
Yeah, we have aspects. Does that help at all?
Depends on what you're using it for.
I mean, Walter already had it up on eyesight.
Nope.
Lots of vitamin C.
You know, if you have aspects on for your eyesight, I would say it'll reduce the penalty to just 1 dice then.
All right, and that's 2
It's
successes.
not a supernatural darkness. It's not a supernatural darkness.
I was just because
So-
aspects normally or heightened senses just adds your aspects rating to your perception roll. So I only have 1 aspect, so I was just like, all right, reduced it by 1.
Generally, you need Oblivion Sight or Eyes of the Beast to be able to see in the dark. But I'll allow aspects to
I
help a
could
little
have
bit.
taken that.
So, who entered the room first?
Well, Vegas kicked the door down and was first.
Vegas would have
through, and I
entered
was
it
right
first. He's
behind
got no
Vegas,
fear.
Yeah. I have no fear.
How
Vegas
many-
is here.
All right, so with your successes, you unfortunately do not see this, but you all hear the sounds of a gunshot explode, breaking the silence. In Vegas, you feel pain from the center of your chest. Well, I'll let you try to avoid it. Roll me dexterity and athletics with a -2 penalty.
I have toughness, so I don't
Toughness does help.
have 2.
Cool. So we'll take 2 successes away. Still 3 successes to hit. So that's going to be a total of 7 superficial damage as you feel a hole just get smashed into your chest.
Minus my toughness?
Yes, you would 7 superficial, then toughness and being undead.
Okay, so that's... How much would that be then?
How much toughness do you have? So it'll be a grand total of 2 points of damage.
Oh, come on, you bitch. This is my favorite shirt. And did I see where the gunshot came from?
Would Vegas have been trying more to avoid being hit or to see who was hitting him?
More seeing who's hitting him. He's not that bothered by getting shot with toughness up.
You know that it generally came from in front of you. If you want more details, you'd have to make a wits awareness roll. With the darkness penalties still.
It's just one success.
You know, it's coming from the opposite side of the room, and you can tell, I will give you this, you can tell that the person is moving after the shot. Because you can kind of see just for a moment, like the light kind of trails a bit. But that's about it.
Is there a couch or any furniture nearby?
There is a countertop that is kind of facing the where you're coming in. You're seeing the back of it, but other than that, you'd have to move in to see what else is in the room. But you can see there's kind of like a
I'd move
countertop
in.
in front of you. All
I'm
right.
looking for
You're
anything I could.
You
chuck.
feel something. It looks like furniture, but you can't obviously you can't see in the dark. But it feels like maybe a couch or chair or something.
If it feels like a chair, I'm just gonna throw it in the direction.
Okay, dexterity and athletics with the -2 penalty, I think.
Dexterity to throw something.
That's the roll. Throwing.
Well, I'm
roll.
using
I will
strength
check it.
to heft
I will
something.
check it. I will check the rule. You know, sure, you can roll it with strength. Sure. Now, look,
And athletics?
all I'm telling you is the book says throwing stuff is dexterity and athletics. If you don't like it, call White Wolf. I don't know what to say.
Well, see,
but sure,
there
you
isn't
could do strength
actually an
anyway.
asterisk on there because it is limited to pick upable. Because when I wielded a claymore one time, I had to use strength.
Telling you sense. Okay, you guys don't like it. You can, but you can just roll strength. You can roll strength in athletics instead.
2 successes.
But they're still gonna spend a point of willpower. You hear as you launch this, and it does look like one of those cubic chairs, and as you launch it in, you hear it smash into the wall, but you aren't sure if you hit anything.
Am I near a wall?
You think so? You've so when you entered, there was a wall to your right, but as you went for the chair, you moved away from it, so you know kind of where the wall is, but you're not next to it.
Kind of step back a bit to look for a light switch.
Okay, I'm going to say that is going to be your turn. Walt, Tansy, Anush, what would you all like to do?
Well, I'll still keep him watch.
Well, since I'm inside, am I like kind of in the entryway hallway? I know I tried to move inward to avoid the thing. So
You would be in the entryway. There isn't a hallway inside of in this kind of an apartment, but there's just you're in front of the door now.
Okay. Am I in like, I know it's dark, but I am like plain view of, I guess, everything else in the room, or
You think so? It's hard for you to see where everything is. You can see kind of like Vegas's outline in the darkness, but you can't see the person that's attacking you at the moment, and you can't see like furniture and things further away from the door.
okay. I'm gonna go ahead and then I'm gonna go ahead and like just kneel down and rouse the blood to activate unseen passage.
Okay.
And then I don't know if I
Assuming
have
none of your
time
people are
to.
looking at you, you could do it.
I don't know if I have time to activate Silence of Death as well. I know that one's more of kind of like a reactive one.
I believe you can only do 1 power per turn.
Yeah. That one's weird because it doesn't actually require anything. It's just like you turn on the light switch. But I wanted to do that and then like kind of quietly as possible move in the direction that I'm assuming, did I get a glance at the gunshot and the movement or at all, or
Roll a wits awareness roll with the darkness penalty.
okay. If I can find
So I will say, you know that it is coming from in front of you somewhere. You do know that much.
Yeah.
But to see if you know exactly where, you'd have to roll.
I got one success.
No, you just know it's coming from in front of you.
That's fine. I'll move in that direction then, as best as I can try to make it out while trying to. Now that I'm now I'm even less visible.
All right. Tansy, what are you doing?
I think I'm just going to. Tansy pulls out her cell phone and turns on the flashlight and says, "Hey, where are you?" And I look to see, get a layout of the room and see the space and see if I can see Angela or whoever is attacking us.
So as you turn on your flashlight with the light, you can see the general layout of the room. It's a kind of a single, it's a studio type apartment. There is a wall on the opposite side, which you guess probably it's like a bedroom or something like that. There is a couch, kind of a mid table, and then next to where Vegas is standing, you guess there used to be a chair because on the opposite side of the room you can see there is a broken chair that has left a sizable hole in the wall. You aren't seeing any people moving about now, but you do have sight of the room, and now all of you can see the room as well, so you do not have the light penalties. However, I need for you to make me a dexterity and athletics roll, Tansy.
You're back 2 seconds.
The best possible scenario is one success. Hey, which it is.
You attempt to move out of the way as a piece of wood kind of launches itself at you. They rolled 5 successes on this, so it's going to be 4 plus 2. So you're going to take a total of 6 points of damage. Then it will be subtracted from your toughness. So, how much toughness do you have?
I have. I don't know. I mean, I have 2 dots in fortitude.
Yeah, it will be 2.
Okay. Yes.
So then it'll go 6 down to 4. Then it'll get halved again. So it's 2 points of damage.
Okay.
And this person can then make a second attack. So they're going to.
Wait, what? What?
This person is very determined to hurt you, Tansy. So it's going to roll the 5 successes again on the second one. So
Do I get to roll anything in defense of this?
I will let you try dodge again with the dexterity and athletics roll. There's no
Alright.
penalties just because you only have one
No,
dice
that's
here.
failure. That's failure.
So so it'll be 5, just blanket 5 plus 2, 7. 2 minus 2 from toughness, so it'll go down to 5, and then halved again. So another 2 points of damage as another piece of wood comes flying. This one aimed. You can clearly see from both attacks that they're trying to aim for where your heart would be, but they aren't quite accurate. But that does not stop the pain.
Mm-mm. No, it does not.
What would you like to do?
Can he make that out from the vantage point that he's at?
I would say you don't realize they're trying to hit Tansy in the heart because you're not experiencing it. But what you're feeling is that there's a person, and the first one kind of hits you center, and the second kind of goes off too far. It's like the right, and you realize that they're trying for the heart area, but they're just missing. Well, you just see Tansy getting hit in the chest in general.
It's gotta be Tansy, dog. Now Walt has to get involved. With this, can Walt have seen where the stakes came from?
So they're coming from the chair that Vegas threw.
How far away is that vantage point from Walt if he were to stand next to Tansy?
Less than 10 feet.
Perfect. He is going to go next to Tansy, and order Precious to spray in that direction.
Okay.
Skunk spray is like over 20 feet, dog.
Sure. Sure. The room is very stinky.
Did we make contact with anyone or anything?
You don't know. Nothing happened.
What you mean nothing happened, dog? If someone got sprayed by a skunk.
You correct?
Well, that's all Walt can do as far as getting that up. Because I'm assuming ordering his family is use of a power.
I would say yes. That would be your action.
Yep. So now Walt has entered the fray like the idiot.
Okay. Now we're back to the top, and our lovely guns version is going to try and shoot Vegas again. We'll just. Okay. So, dexterity and athletics -2 to dodge. Vegas.
Why -2? I thought we had light.
Because dodging gunshots has a penalty if you don't have celerity.
Rude.
Them's the rules. I'm sorry.
3 successes.
I don't like you. So they rolled 6 successes to shoot you, and they are using a very powerful gun for this, so you're going to take 7 points of damage.
Minus my toughness?
Yes, 7 for
And the
toughness
fa-
and halving from being undead.
So 2.
It's superficial damage. 2 points.
Do we see where the gunshot's coming from?
Yes, now you can see that they are clearly behind that wall on the opposite side of the room.
You know what? I'm going right for him. I don't care.
You shouldn't at this point.
Go for it.
Trying to deliver some flowers, and then you start shooting at us. Rude.
What am I rolling?
What are you trying to do?
Freaking rude.
I'm trying to get my hands on them.
So you wish to run over. I would say you can try just the strength and brawl check if you're just trying to hit them. If are you trying to hit them or grapple them? Those are different.
It's both the same roll.
Oh yeah, it is straight brawl. So go for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you have to determine if you're trying to do damage or restrain them, because you don't get damage.
I'm told to take them out. I'm trying to kill them, so I am going to be using lethal body.
They are going to try and move out of the way. Oh my goodness, they're going to have to spend a point of willpower.
You know what? I'm going to spend my last willpower. 4 successes.
All right, that is a surplus of 2 successes for you. So that'll be 2 points of aggravated damage as you make your way over. And you can see her, and just looking at her, she's clearly wearing some sort of mask over her face. And she has what looks to be like a very large revolver type style gun in one hand. And she does not seem surprised to see you. And as she goes to move out of the way, you manage to kind of clip her left arm, and you can feel several bones break immediately. But she does not seem to be out of it.
Oh, don't tell me it's the same mask from season 1. Oh, okay.
I think that would be my turn, right?
And you can say something. Other than that, no. What does it?
That's all I'm going to do.
I'm
right,
assuming
next
I
up.
was able to clearly see Vegas at that point and where they went.
You were.
Okay. Well, I guess I will follow suit into the room. Am I able to get into a position where I can attack this other person, or are they all? It's a room, right? So I'm assuming there's space to, like, unless it's a closet or something, and only 2 people can fit in there.
The spot that they are currently fighting in is a bit close together, but you can try.
Well, I don't need
I will
to,
say
like,
if you do horribly on the roll, you
like
might hit
wrestling?
Vegas.
Yeah, I guess if I botch, I
just
might.
not that close. Yeah, if you botch, you'd hit. If you bestial fail or something like that, you might hit Vegas. But other than that, you can do it.
Well, let's see what Roll20 has in store for us, shall we? sometimes roll 20 is feeling frisky. So yeah, so I would say, let me see something here. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, let me print the details of this real quick. Okay. Well, would I would like to use Hidden Blade against the target. So I guess that's a rouse check, I believe. Doesn't actually say it on the thing. I'm assuming it's a rouse check. Pretty much everything's a rouse check.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, I don't have that part of it. I need to. So let's see if I get hungrier. One success, so I am not hungrier. All right, and I guess wits plus wits plus obfuscate. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This dice? Nope, that's not that dice. That's the wrong one.
That is a rouse check, my friend.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know the rouse check was right next to each of the powers. That's cool. I never actually rolled from there before. All right. Oh, wait, I actually have it on the thing. I already done. It's plus. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess messy crit with a 5.
That is a messy crit. So you definitely get the benefit of the thing. I don't know how to do a best crit to do for this. I'm just gonna say you're gonna run over and you're gonna kind of shoulder check Vegas out of the way so you can do your attack. That's gonna happen.
You'll just hear a "Wah!" as a well. There's no light in the room, so you're not going to see a glint as the sword comes out.
I mean, the flashlight's on.
Oh, there's a flashlight on, so it's gonna be like a stock laser light show, just like.
There is a single flashlight possessed by Tansy, who is struggling at the moment.
But Tansy's not in here though.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, so you can roll. So make your melee attack.
Yeah. So okay. All right. So yeah. So boop. Boop. +2. As it takes 10 minutes to generate the Jesus fucking Christ. 3 with a crit. For fuck's sake, on 10 dice.
Roll 20 going through it right now.
As you go, you bring your blade out to slash, but you can see she takes a step back into the other room and manages to pull herself around the corner just as your blade would have hit her. Because she rolled 5 successes to avoid getting hit.
I thought we were both in the same room. Is she stepping out into the other room with Tansy?
No, she's stepping into. You guys are in the. You're basically in the doorway of the bedroom. She is stepping into the bedroom properly. Vegas caught her behind a wall in front of her bedroom, and she's now going into it.
I guess she just wants to go to sleep. Put her to sleep.
Speaking of which.
Oh boy.
Drop the die.
Master
Tansy,
goddamn
Tansy.
Fighting Bruce Lee here.
Would you like to make a dexterity and athletics roll?
Well, it's failure.
All right. I will offer a deal to you, Tansy, to avoid getting hit again. You can attempt to hide behind something, but you will take no heed of anything else that may or may not happen afterwards. You will throw yourself fully into protecting yourself, or you can take the attack. It's up to you.
Tansy's a bitch, but she's not a coward. So no, I'm gonna take the attack.
Oh wow, I'm surprised.
All right. So how many successes did you roll?
Oh, zero successes.
They rolled 6 successes.
Oh,
As
I'm sure
another piece of wood that comes flying at you.
Don't get a
You know,
splinter.
just because I am kind in some ways, Walt, I will give you a similar opportunity. You can attempt to protect Tansy, but you will be able to kind of knock Tansy to the ground. But there will be a consequence to this action.
Dude's blood bonded. He's gonna stinking do it. You know he's gonna do it. I hate you. It's not even really a choice.
It's up to you.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna try to protect
All right.
Tansy.
Walt is going to throw himself into Tansy, knocking her to the ground. Tansy, you feel just for a moment, there is a force that attempts to pull you away, but is countered by Walt. You feel something ripping, and then you and Walt slam into the ground. You don't take any damage.
Yep. There goes
All right,
Bruce.
between Walt and Tansy, who would like to act?
You can have it. Walt has nothing for this situation.
Yeah.
doesn't.
Well, there are two things I want to do. One is look at Bruce and say, I want that bitch down.
Bruce isn't there.
And the second thing is try to.
You have not seen Bruce since the battle has started, actually.
Oh, that jerk.
He lied to you.
He did. I hate him so much.
All them times you said I'd die for me. You lied to me.
All right, so are Walt and I like literally staked together?
No, you managed to avoid any attack, but you're kind of smashed into the ground on top of each other.
Okay. Man. All right. There's no Bruce, but we were supposed to be subtle, weren't we? All right. All right, I'm gonna get up and I'm going to once again scratch my nails across the photo of Bruce.
As you go for the photo, you find it's not there.
Ree hates us. Ree really hates us.
Taisy's gonna curse under her breath and then yeah. I think I'm just gonna shout at her and say, if you stop this, I can make your life much, much easier.
Oh, are you trying to be scary with it or persuasive?
I think I'm trying to be persuasive.
Roll charisma and persuasion.
It's only one success.
The dice hate us.
Call off these other two.
Wait, did you say call them off?
Yes.
I don't know why I should do that though. Like, that seems really unfair and like it's just going to make it easier for you to kill me. And honestly, I'm not really feeling my best.
That's all she's going to say.
Is just gonna say like, I believe I can fly, and then somebody's gonna go flying out a window.
I mean, that would be pretty dope.
Yeah.
Walt, it's your turn.
Fly right off
Oh,
a
I actually get
building.
your turn. He really isn't built for this. This is the saddest thing ever.
Walt's gonna flex on him.
Is there some way? Like honestly, like the best he could do is some very niche blood sorcery. That's probably the best he can do right now.
What would you like to do?
Okay. All right. What? All right. I'm reading the description of Extinguished Vitae, but I don't know if it's just like, hey, I'm going to make the person, if they're kindred, hungrier, or like I'm straight up taking potency away from them or something.
You just make a vampire hungry.
That's not helpful.
Nope. It is not. It is not helpful.
How far away is the assailant? Who's been
You don't know.
chucking
The woman
sticks?
is. You haven't seen another person.
Come on, dog. Okay. Walt does have a flashlight in his backpack. It was one of the things he got from Walmart. So I guess he's gonna reach in his backpack and pull out a flashlight, turn it on, so he can see. Or have
You're
his
in
own
an
method
empty.
sight.
You are in an empty, mostly destroyed room.
That's all he's got. Like for real, that's all he's got. He can't heal Tansy. He doesn't have like any salubri specialties, none of that. Like he don't have a gun, he can't shoot, he doesn't have anybody to aim at with a knife, he's got nothing.
None of you can see in the dark, which is a
He
problem.
cannot.
All right. So this is what happens. Vegas and Enosh, as you two attempt to enter the bedroom after her, you see her shoulder check the kind of large glass window. And just as the glass begins to shatter and she begins to fall out, you hear her cry out, "Catch me," and then she's gone. She just falls through the glass.
Well,
I
there she
have Sense the
goes.
Unseen active. Is anybody obfuscated?
No. I need to check something really quickly. Roll.
Fucking
You know this. I'll just
gargoyles.
make it a roll. I will make it a roll.
Goddamn Zamisi. Goddamn Tremere.
Roll for.
He has nothing.
Roll me
Ivy gives him
your
nothing.
resolve and awareness.
Actually, before she falls out the window, like when she's heading out the glass, can I throw something after her?
You try.
I'm gonna break off a leg of the table and chuck it at her.
Roll. I'll let you use strength again. I'll be kind.
Yeah. What am I rolling? Strength and
Athletics. She's going to use her last point of willpower for this.
what? That's on floor. Five, and there's one on the floor that I don't see. Oh, well, I have another one up here. 5.
As you see her begin to fall out the window, and you're the piece of wood, the wooden plank you throw at her, goes straight through her shoulder, and you hear her scream in pain before she disappears from sight.
I do have lethal body added.
Did you add it
That
already?
wasn't. It's passive.
Oh, but it was in the damage that you gave me already. Right?
Yes,
Yes.
because he
Okay.
was aiming to kill.
Okay. Then you see her disappear from sight.
She tanky.
God damn it.
Still got that flashlight.
Where's my phone? Pull his phone, show the flashlight.
Room's empty.
That's gonna call some attention. We need to get out of here.
Could search the place really fast for any, I don't know, anything that looks important.
I
Any
feel like you're better at
identifying
that than I
crap.
am.
Can't see anything right now. It's so dark in here.
Looking
hold the
around,
flashlight.
you find there is a safe with with another box of ammunition inside of it. You can see that there may have been other things in here at one point because there's kind of that dust spots in there. But other than that, you don't see anything important. There's personal effects, pictures, books, things like that, but nothing
No like
significant.
computers lying around or anything like that.
No, the finally apartment is surprisingly empty for one where a person would have been living in it.
Um, do I have to like pull any chunks of wood out of myself? Like, is that a thing I have to do?
I roll pieces of wood. You are skewered.
Walt's helping with that. He's gonna try with his baby string.
It's very uncomfortable.
As Walt's doing that, as I look around the room, is there anything that strikes as particularly like occulty or anything like that? Or is it very
No.
much like just bare?
Looks
Got her.
bare outside of the broken pieces of wood everywhere. It almost looks like it's just a new apartment.
Once Walt's done pulling the wood out, he's flipping his hoodie up.
I think we've been had. I think this mission was bullshit.
Don't you think we should get out of here?
Yeah, we should really go.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
I caught her on the last roll and it hopefully took her out.
All right, they beelining. Well, Walt's definitely beelining to the car.
Same.
Fucking ninja splinter shooting.
Out through the side door.
Yep.
All right, you all manage to get back to your car. You begin to hear the sounds of police sirens in the distance. But you all are
Walt would have
able
handed
to
the
make.
keys back to Vegas, of course.
All right, you all are able to make a clean getaway.
That was so tragic.
Are any conversations you all wish to have?
So did you get her?
Oh,
Sure.
you got
Table leg
something.
at her, we'll see.
Yeah.
So you didn't cut her head off and set her on fire?
No, and we really should have, but it's like she was like, I don't know, she was just there. It's way harder than it should have been.
Especially for someone whose master supposedly died 10 years ago.
Feeling that's a little bunk.
Smells like a bunch of bullshit to me.
Smells like tower nonsense.
All right, well, we need some answers because that was a little annoying.
That was like super annoying. I did not enjoy any of that.
Especially the security room. It's the first time I've ever pulled cables out of the wall in a security room and it killed the power to the whole building.
I think they would have buried those underground.
Can Walt make like an intelligence check to see if that is possible based on Anusha's description?
Show your intelligence.
I mean, do I get to add a skill?
You could do academics, I suppose. Or technology.
What about craft? Because he's got household repair as one of his specialties.
I don't think that applies
Yeah, yes, it does.
to the layout of an apartment building.
Yes, it does, because he's a squatter. He's had to figure out how to get stuff working when he squats. That's why I took it.
Sure.
All right. Intelligence craft +1. Yay. Three successes on 7 die. Yo, roll 20 is hating.
You don't think so? You don't think it would make sense more to take out power for the entire building? Maybe like that floor could be a problem. Maybe some things could be a problem, but you don't think it'd be the entire building. That seems weird.
Yeah, based on what I know about hot wiring them fuse boxes, like that shouldn't have happened.
I could ask someone, but I already bothered him the other night, and I don't know if he wants visitors.
Well, does he have friends?
You really want to go see Grandpa?
I did say this was a test. Perhaps this is all set up to go this way from the beginning.
Why'd she give us a test and expect us to fail?
Somebody's toying with us.
Why would she do that? Like she's our keeper. Like if we mess up, that looks bad for her.
Not
Hmm.
necessarily.
Walt
I
looks
mean,
confused.
Honestly, this does sound an awful lot like Grandpa, if you have to be honest.
no, he wouldn't do anything like that.
Are you sure?
Tansy, whose person did you eat? Who were they attached to?
They were attached to the they were attached to the keeper, right? It was the keeper.
Wanna bet she's just trying to kill you.
Or, maybe it's one of those things like where if you pass enough tests, then you're good enough. I mean, because come on, isn't that's kind of the deal, right? You pass enough tests and you're good enough.
That's never worked like that.
No, it's always worked like that.
Well, you and I must be operating in different circles for that.
But isn't that how the family works, Vegas?
For some people.
I don't know.
Tansy, how long have you been a kindred?
Like 20-ish. Ish.
You remember the family reunion was where we first met?
Yeah. It was not a good day.
That was the first time I'd seen any of the family since 1988.
Oh.
If I take you to see him, you all have to be on your best behavior.
Can you help get us out of this mess?
Maybe he can get us some answers. And I hate bothering him.
I will be on my very best behavior.
You other two?
In the car?
Road trip.
Are you going to be on your best behavior?
Yeah, I ain't saying nothing.
That's the best you're gonna
What?
get out of Walt.
Where would Great Grandpa Giovanni be hiding out?
He has a place where he allows people to meet with him in kind of an older estate, closer to the suburban areas. You know that it is generally frowned upon to visit without a prearranged appointment. But you know how to get there.
I'm a text him and be like, I know it's last minute. Is there any chance we could have a meeting? Might be trouble.
You receive a response, a short one.
What does it say?
A short one. The response is a short one.
Oh, okay.
Right. Going on a little bit of a trip. That's where we're gonna head.
Okay. The trip takes about 30 minutes before you end up kind of outside of the city limits. You end up going down a winding path, going deeper into the forest until you come across a large wrought iron gate. And you can see there are two men in dark black suits, each one with a handgun on their hip, standing guard.
Do I
They gesture
recognize
for
any
you
of
to
them?
stop. Not
Do.
specifically, but you recognize them as being in the employ of your grandfather. But they seem to be one of the many guards that are just kept around.
Gonna stop, be polite.
One of them comes to the door. They check, looking at each of you, before giving you a nod. They don't say anything. Then the gate opens, and you're allowed to continue.
Just knuckle driving. Just knuckle driving.
You have been here before, so you know where to go. And you leave your car. You see that there are only two other vehicles here today, one of which you recognize is the limo preferred by your grandfather. Another is a smaller black, looks to be a sedan that you haven't seen before.
That's
You leave your car. You make your way up to the gate, to the front door proper. It is, you can see it is a nice house, but not overly so. It's just enough that it looks like it belongs without being overtly expensive. And the door is open for you as you approach, and a butler, kind of a darker skinned man in the kind of classical suits with tails, opens and guides you all inside. Do you all do anything or say anything as you're being taken forward?
Did you all give Walt the okay to accompany you?
Mm-hmm.
All right, just keep in mind Walt still smells like sewer mixed with cologne, but he's keeping his mouth shut.
This is a beautiful estate.
You see his eyes are going everywhere though. He's taking it all in.
Same, and I'm especially looking for anything that could be seen as coming from the Duncerns or related to or anything like that.
Looking around, you don't see anything that seems like it's from the Duncerns. You do know that the Duncerns are heavily associated with money, so you aren't sure how much of the things here comes from the connection to the banks or not. But it does look pretty wealthy, but in a muted sense. It's something that it is clear that the person who owns these items is wealthy, and they do not see a need to show it off. But you all are led into a main meeting area where you will find an looks to be an older man, maybe in his 50s, kind of wearing a very nice black pinstripe suit. You could see that his eyes look almost sallow, as if there's nothing behind them. A feeling that you get when, to a much lesser degree, when you look at Tansy. And sitting beside him is a woman you all have met before, Jacqueline Donava, and they seem to be waiting for you all to appear.
Oh boy.
Good evening, Vegas. Tansy. It is interesting you decide to bring two others with you.
They've been helping us out. They're good. They're good. You're not good, but they're involved in it, so they might as well be here.
And what is it exactly that you all need?
I guess I need a debt cleared with the Camarilla.
What debt with the Camarilla?
I don't. What specifically really isn't that important, actually. You know what? Coming here was a bad idea. I regret everything. We should leave.
More just some information. We were tasked with taking out a former ghoul, who seemingly has developed the ability to ask somebody for favors, and it was all rather unusual.
More details?
He'll give the person's name. They said she was attached to a Toreador. That Domitor's been dead 10 years, and suddenly now the tower wants her gone. And I thought it was a little unusual.
Getting rid of old ghouls is not unusual.
But after such a long time,
It is sloppy. Not very many ghouls survive long enough for it to be a problem, though.
she fell out a window and asked somebody to catch her. I didn't see anybody.
That is unusual.
She
Did
also
anything
had a
odd
weapon.
happen? What weapon?
Well, it did this. Like, show all the holes and wood splinters and everything else in my torso.
Vegas just opened his shirt a little bit up and showed the bullet hole.
She was able to stake you and shoot you?
It's not my first time being shot. This should not be surprising. But I'm just kind of surprised she was able to shoot me and throw wooden pieces at Tansy.
Do you
Unless
all
there was
mention
somebody we couldn't
anything?
see.
Do you mention anything about Bruce being there?
Yeah. And what was extra odd? So I had my friend Bruce who was helping me out, my little ghost buddy, and he disappeared and the photo I had of him disappeared. Like right as we walked in the door. That was weird.
This woman was able to throw wood at you without touching it.
I mean, I was up close and personal with her. And Tansy still got hit. And I couldn't see anything unusual.
You can see they both pause and look at each other for a moment. Jacqueline shakes her head, and your grandfather. I want both of you to stop and think about the events slowly. Your, your spiritual slave escaped you. What do you think happened?
Someone took the fetter and used it?
That is a possibility.
But that's only reserved for members of the family.
This is why We should never have allowed the young so much freedom. It is possible you found yourselves in battle with a particularly unique human, but I would guess that your spirit slave took the opportunity to escape. You do not carry a fetter with you for this reason. You keep them bound, locked away someplace, ideally one where the Wraith cannot get to it. It is much more likely that the two managed to come to some sort of agreement and helped one another out. Which means that you all have allowed a Wraith to escape your control during a time when there are already enough of them furious with us with the Patriarch's departure. And now there is a competent ghoul that has reasons to want the four of you dead. It also sounds like you have caused a bit of a stir for the tower, so I imagine they will not be very happy. It's only been a few nights, and it seems the two of you are making your problems worse. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
No, grandfather.
I think I want to do something stupid.
Yeah.
It has begun.
Okay. So looking, I might be able to pull this off. All right. Two questions. Would this be considered an official gathering?
I want to say the premise of this meeting was that it was an unprepared meeting, so I would say no. This was not scheduled.
All right then. This is why I asked. Would he recognize who I look like?
I would say yes, that meritability will function.
All right. I'm going to look at granddad, grandpa, and say, you don't know what they have planned. I know that this looks like chaos to you, but this is like more actually like part of like a bigger scheme. So I think you just need to like think outside the box and trust that there are people who know more than you do. And yeah, it's gonna be all right. I know it looks bad, but it's gonna be fine.
Vegas is subtly just stepping away from dancing.
You have made a mess of things, and you come crawling to me for assistance. You all were willing to convince yourselves that there was some plot against you, and your problem was made worse due to your own incompetence. And you believe I should trust you?
I mean, like, so obviously you know who my father is, and you obviously know who the rest of the family is, and obviously you know why I'm here, and like, come on, Cleveland. Obviously, they sent me here for a reason, because trust me, I would not be here otherwise.
Walt looks a little bit
Your
crestfallen at hearing that, but says nothing.
your grandfather stands up and walks over to you. And once he reaches you, he looks down at the both of you. Do either of you think Rossellini would be anywhere near as merciful if they found out you not only failed but lost a perfectly good spirit slave?
It didn't say I was perfect, but there's a plan.
You see him both well, all four of you really, because you could all see this. There is a blur of movement in Tansy. You feel agony in the center of your stomach as the rest of you see this older man seemingly casually throws out a punch into her stomach that sends her flying back and into the wall behind her.
Walt's gonna go see to her.
Anush just looks with a raised eyebrow. Didn't say anything.
Consider it a mercy that I do not tell the Rossellini about this failure. I find their tactics to be extreme, but ordinarily they get much better results than this. I will give the four of you a week to get this wraith back under control. If not, I will send someone to take care of it myself. And I assure you, you will not enjoy the consequences of my interference. Do you understand? Well, gather Tansy and leave. Now!
Yeah, Tansy's going to turn and, in a perfect teenager slouch, like walk out of the room sort of defiantly.
I'm only leaving because I want to.
I
Walt's
think
just gonna
that
move.
it's going to be a great time for us to end our story for the evening. I just want to thank those of you who are watching. I want to thank you for joining us for our story, as it was a doozy with lots of opportunities and excitement. And to my players, I would thank you for helping me tell such a wonderful story. I will go ahead and we'll start with Ursaringer. Would you like to tell everybody where they can find you?
Y'all can find me at YouTube at Ursaringer. Y'all can find me at Twitch at Ursaringer. Y'all can also find me at the Gremlin Collective, where I'm in a show there called Undead in Dallas. And you can find me at the Cookout TTRPGs until Kira deletes me off there. I'm still there. And of course, you can find me here at Rerolls when we stream once again for Arethian Nights next Sunday. Next caller.
All right, Ari, it is your turn.
Hi, I'm Mari. I play Vegas, as you have seen. This is not go as planned, but hi. You can also see me here on Sunday on Arithia Nights playing Layla, who gets into way more chaos than this, um, and bluffs her way out. Or you can catch me over on the Gremlin Collective, where I'm the storyteller for Undead in Dallas, as well as a partner. And I am also over on Kira's channel on occasion, causing mischief over there. No, they cannot get rid of me. I am here forever and ever.
right. Next up, Diachromaniac.
Hi. Yeah, I don't know. You can watch me here. You can watch me at the Gremlin Collective. Exciting things coming up soon, and yeah, that's the thing that happened.
All right. Last but certainly not least, Sir Monolith.
I am at Sir Monolith on the Twitter, and yeah, right now you can see me here as well as on Sunday nights and Erithian nights. You should definitely come check that out if you haven't already.
All right. And with that, our story has come to an end. So please join us next week as we continue our story as next Sunday for Erithian Nights. And keep an eye out on our Twitter to see if there's anything else coming up. For now, we will see if we can find someone to raid. So go ahead and show love to whoever that ends up being. And thank you for watching.